WCW Monday Nitro is on the air. We are live from the Ice Palace in Tampa, Florida. Tony Schiavone, Mike Today, the living legend Larry Zbyszko. And, well, that music means we're going to begin things apparently here with the world champion and Eric Bischoff. Wow, what a way to start off 2 hours. I mean, here comes the world champion, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and look at this, the Macho Man Randy Savage
with a neck brace.
With a neck brace.
Well, let me bow my head for a moment of silent laughter.
And of course, we all remember last Monday on Nitro, Diamond Dallas Page nailing Savage with the Diamond Cutter.
This is hour number 1 of 2 hours, maybe more, live of WCW action, and of course, members of the NWO out. And I can only think and wonder here, and if I look at the scene, guys, where is the world title belt? Well, maybe that's another story. You know, they spray painted the thing. I guess it's not important to them.
I wonder about Randy Savage and his condition for his matchup at Halloween Havoc against Diamond Dallas Page. I guess they'll shed some light on that.
Looks like he's ready to me.
I would tell him, get in the ring right now. Fans, we have 2 of the most electric hours we've ever had on WCW Monday Nitro. A week ago, interim commissioner Roddy Piper said the World Tag Team belts must be defended by the outsiders here tonight, Hall and Nash. They must do it tonight, and it will be against the Steiner brothers later in this program. We're going to talk more about that, but right now, the NWO's got the ring.
Very, very important business to bring up. First of all, I can see by the people who know that they know the assault is coming on October 28th. Hold them up for the world to see. The star, the executive producer, all in one ring. Is that too much or what? But hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. But hey, one little point, there's a rumor going around that you guys may be sneaking these signs in to like the World Series and the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. There's even a rumor our competition may or may not be live next week, that you're gonna try to sneak them in there. Please don't do that. They would hate that. They would really hate that. They've got a lot to hate right now. But speaking of hate, I hate the fact that Roddy Piper, that maggot, has got the gall to tell the NWO Tag Team Champions that they must put up the title. Who do you think you are? That's one. And Hollywood, I know you got a lot to say, and I'm gonna give you the mic in a second. But before I do, Roddy Piper, what do you call this? What do you call what you allowed to happen to the Macho Man, Randy Savage, last week? I call it assault and battery. I call it an interim chairman who is out of control, who has no control. But there's another issue in Hollywood. I know this one's weighing heavy on you, brother.
Well, you know, brother, right here in T-Town, all the NWOites out there, they know that when you mess with a madness, when you mess with Hollywood, and you mess with the whole NWO, you mess with the NWO for life. Now, this Piper is inexcusable. There is no reason for this. Just like Mr. Bischoff said, the head honcho said, you're supposed to prevent this, not create this or start this. But we're gonna take care of that. I'm gonna take care of that for my best friend. Now, as far as you go, Piper, you've got my NWO Heavyweight World Title belt. I understand that you aren't capable of beating me, that you don't have enough talent to earn the belt, to be the best at the top of the ladder like Hollywood. But the simple fact that the term icon has been used so loosely around here. You haven't had as many people come to the matches as me. You haven't sold out every arena in the world. You haven't put wrestling on the map. So the fact that you use the term icon is one reason I'm gonna destroy you. But the fact that you stole Hollywood's belt last week, you're going down for good. And I know you're gonna be in the building tonight, Piper. And before the night's over, my man, I'm gonna get my belt back. We're gonna drop Diamond Dallas Page like a bad habit, and the whole NWO is gonna show to the Bay Area. We're gonna show the whole Bay Area that when you're with the NWO, you're just too sweet.
Nobody leaves the building tonight until he gets his belt back, and we get redemption for the felonious assault on the Macho Man. That's it.
Well, wah. Haven't heard so much crying since I had infants at home.
The biggest
Roddy Piper, interim commissioner, as you heard him say, has the belt. And if we'll recall, 1 week ago on this program live, Piper held off members of the NWO, and we've got a lot going on tonight live on Nitro.
It's got him! Oh my! Diamond cutter on the concrete!
He got him good. He got him real good.
Diamond cutter on the concrete, and Page and the commissioner
Let's get out of town.
are getting out of town.
Get ambulance out here. Right now. Piper's gonna pay for this one.
Up and running for WCW Monday Nitro. You are looking live. We are downtown Tampa at the Ice Palace, where a capacity crowd awaits WCW action here tonight. And hello, everyone, once again. Tony Schiavone, Iron Mike Tenay, and the one and only living legend, Larry Zbyszko. Mike, 4 title matches during the course of this 2-hour program. In addition to that, words of warning from the New World Order.
Well, Tony, it is championship night on Monday Nitro. In addition to the tag team title match, as ruled by interim commissioner Roddy Piper, where the Steiner brothers will get the shot at the Outsiders. Also tonight, Eddie Guerrero to defend the World's Cruiserweight title against Psychosis. World's TV title is at stake. Alex Wright against Disco Inferno. And how about this? U.S. title in the main event. Diamond Dallas Page to challenge Curt Hennig.
And don't forget, the NWO promised they would get back at Diamond Dallas Page. Living legend, the interim commissioner, Roddy Piper, is here, and he has that world title belt with him.
Well, Piper has the belt, and I don't see Piper walking up to Hollywood Hulk Hogan and just handing it back. In terms of, Savage getting back at Diamond, I don't think he's in good enough shape to do it.
I would agree. Let's go to the ring. We have our opening bout live on WCW Monday Nitro. It is great, fans, to have you with us as you look at this great crowd on hand here at the Ice Palace in Tampa, Florida. The Sunshine State is rabid about WCW and the stars that we bring, international stars, that we bring to you each and every week here live on Nitro. Mike, you talked about 4 title matches. We're going to open right up out of the gate with the Cruiserweight title on the line.
Well, Psychosis in the challenging role against Eddie Guerrero. And of course, Guerrero, should he get by Psychosis, is set to defend that same title at Halloween Havoc against Rey Mysterio Jr.
Now, speaking of titles, fans, we do have an announcement to make. Erroneously, we made the statement last week that the Disco Inferno match with Jacqueline and Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc in 13 days would be for the World Television Belt. We do understand, though, Mike, today, that is not the case. The match will happen, but it will not be a WCW-sanctioned title bout coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
Well, Tony, that because of a ruling by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, where the way I understand it is that they will allow a man versus woman match. However, it must be a non-title bout.
So there it is. Jacqueline and the Disco Inferno in a non-title bout one of the many great matches that we will be talking about. As you can see, the fans are pumped and excited as we build momentum now to the 26th of this month at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Look at the attitude. You can just see it. It just oozes off of Eddie Guerrero, Larry Zbyszko.
Well, Eddie Guerrero looks pumped to me. This guy, look at him. I mean, he is trim, he is lean, and also Guerrero's, they're a pepperhead, Tony. They get hot, so Psychosis is going to have to keep his cool because looks to me like Eddie's ready to blow any second here.
The opening bout we have for you tonight on WCW Monday Nitro.
He saw him coming.
Eddie Guerrero gets the quick start, and here we go.
We also noticed that conspicuous by his absence is Sonny Ono, usually at ringside in the corner of Psychosis. Don't see him tonight.
We don't see him right here. You're exactly right. And Eddie Guerrero, you know, recently we saw Eddie don a mask and pretend he was someone else, El Caliente, and then lost to Rey Mysterio Jr. Well, if Eddie can thwart off the challenge of Psychosis here tonight, then he will have to meet Rey Mysterio Jr. for the same title at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Good move by Psychosis.
Nice move off the top rope. Corkscrew into a leg lariat, and then springs off the ropes and catches him with the baseball slide.
Was he safe?
Looked like he's out to me. Up on the top now to the top turnbuckle.
Oh, no.
Psychosis!
Oh, my! Off the top with a senton backsplash, and it looks like Psychosis may have injured his back.
You know, it looked as if the way he was landing, it was going to be one of those guillotine leg drops. But he landed, like you said, Mike, with a backsplash, and both men are hurt.
He got it right on the centron.
Yes, he did, if that's what you want to call it.
Senton.
Well, whatever.
Fans,
I don't speak Spanish.
As we said, well, you need to learn some here. I mean, we're going to be showing the fans here in a few moments some of the history of the mask in Mexico.
All I got to say is I got a birdie.
Well, good. A pickup and a scoop slam that time by Psychosis. Psychosis now hobbling to the corner.
Well, you can see the price tag of the high-risk maneuver. Psychosis, he hurt himself going after Eddie, and big chance here.
Oh, boy. Eddie just sat right straight up on that one. Easily done by Eddie Guerrero, and Psychosis goes face first. You heard the tenor of the interview conducted by Bischoff, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and of course the Macho Man standing there.
Bischoff's not a tenor, he's more of a soprano.
Anyway, here's a roll up. 1, 2, got a 2 count. And I think it can be stated here, we know for a fact that many times we've gone into pay-per-view spectaculars with WCW reeling and the NWO on the offense. From what we saw last week and their attitude, it's the complete opposite this time, Mike Tenay, going into Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be a change in momentum over the course of the past couple of weeks, and that momentum has shifted to World Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, they didn't look all so confident and happy when they come out crying the blues. You know something's out of order in the New World Order.
You know something's out of order, and you know there's trouble brewing. And fans, we have just begun. They have promised problems for Diamond Dallas Page, who later on tonight will meet Curt Hennig for the U.S. heavyweight belt. Now Psychosis perched on top.
He got him again, but you know, if they announce, a warning.
Cover! No, got a 2. Go ahead, Larry.
Well, if they announce a warning to Diamond Dallas Page, and I'm sure he's heard it, I don't think that was a very smart move. Now Diamond's going to be ready.
Yeah, that
for
preparation time.
For anything they have planned. So we'll see what happens. Psychosis.
The actions of last week here, Larry, really took them off the step. It's unlike the NWO to do things like that. You're right, but they are perplexed, to say the least. And he's up on top, and it's a superplex to the center of the ring.
See, look how quick Eddie's moving to the top before Psychosis has a chance. He's settling down a bit. Oh, he got him!
The frog splash from the turnbuckle, it's over. And Eddie Guerrero retains the Cruiserweight belt in this, the opening bout live on Nitro, and will now go on to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Look at this. He's trying to take the mask off of Psychosis.
Well, that's like the supreme insult.
It really is. Speaking of a mask, Mike Tenay had a chance to go to Mexico, and in this feature, he reports on the history of the mask in Mexico and in pro wrestling.
Lucha Libre and the Mexican Luchadors. In the world of the masked luchador, this is where it all begins. The Mexico City workshop of Victor Martinez. This is where the craft work of the mask maker and the persona of the wrestler mesh. This is step one in what might someday evolve into a superhero. In Mexico City, we spoke with Rey Mysterio Jr. and his uncle.
For my career, the mask was of the utmost importance. Losing it was devastating to me, and I wasn't sure if I'd be accepted by the fans without my mask.
According to Dr. Lechuga, Lucha Libre masks are contemporary reminders of forgotten Indian rituals and fierce Aztec warriors who wore them into battle.
The object in itself is not so much important as all the history which is behind it.
Certainly the tradition of the mask is an important aspect, but the question is, does one take on the persona of the mask they wear?
For me, the mask is most important. It's my style, part of my soul. It's a great myth. My mask is everything to me.
I kind of get nervous thinking about it, thinking about losing it. I wish it would never happen in my career, but they could beat you, and this thing comes off. That could be the end of my career.
I don't like to follow tradition. Besides, it would be a mistake to cover my beautiful face.
With my mask on, I sometimes scare myself, and I know I'm scary to my enemies. My mask means death.
Losing a mask or hair match is the ultimate insult.
Here is Eddie Guerrero's hair. I keep it like a trophy. Another one in my collection. It's the most important thing in my career.
He got lucky, because he knows that if he ever faces me again, he will lose his persona.
Next time, we will take a look at the importance and the influence of the families and the fans in Lucha Libre and the Mexican luchadors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in Tampa Bay, and we have got a crowd. You will not believe these fans love their wrestling, and they certainly are going to love the man that I'm going to introduce right now. Acting Commissioner, Tampa Bay, America, Roddy Piper. And who proved a week ago, Mean Gene, that he means business. And the only way to rule what's going on now is with an iron fist. And he proved it a week ago. And thus has the NWO in an uproar.
And I think a lot of people, including the NWO, would credit that shift in momentum to World Championship Wrestling to this man, Mr. Piper.
Well, gentlemen, I don't have to point out to you, he is an icon. That is a title that he has earned. Uh-oh. I think the commissioner has got a full plate tonight. Roddy Piper, you made a very strong statement, and you have made a stand ever since you have taken over the position of acting or interim chairman of the executive committee. Last week there was thoughts of titles, and certainly we can continue that conversation this week.
As commissioner chairman, I have two orders of business to take care of right now. First, Eric Bischoff came out here and said, "Who do you think you are?" I'm the boss.
Amen.
Eric Bischoff said, "What do you call that happened to Randy Savage?" I call that justice.
Oh, yeah. I believe, Reverend, that's a big amen.
Hulk Hogan talking about his world championship belt, and where is it? You know, you don't deserve it. You have painted on it. You have thrown it around. I'm tired of seeing you play the air guitar. What I did is just like Allstate. I put it in good hands where you won't find it.
Ed O'Hurley, he couldn't have said it better.
Last piece of business, an important piece of business. Last week I said that the outsiders tonight would have to defend their tag team championships, or I would strip them of them. Now, wait, please. Now, they have been crying worse than Tammy Faye Baker. One guy's got a bad knee, one guy's got a bad back. I got one leg, I ain't never missed a fight. But as the commissioner, chairman of the board, director, the boss, I have to be fair about this, and I have reconsidered. And this is what I think. I think that I was right. You will defend the championships tonight, or I will strip those belts from you, and you will be nakeder than the day you were born. Finished, done, said.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a pronouncement from Roddy Piper. Later tonight, it will be NWO Representative 6 and Scott Hall meeting none other than the Steiners. I thank you. Tony, let's get back to you.
Gene, thanks a lot. He was talking about the world title belt. Of course, Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff talked most about it. 1 week ago, when he held off the NWO, he had that title belt, Mike Tenay, swinging around his head. No one could get in, and he said it's in safekeeping.
Well, he certainly did, and he said that Hogan didn't deserve the title, but it's in good hands now.
Well, I hope he cleans the paint off of it, living legend.
Well, I tell you, that's the kind of talk I like to hear. Manly talk. Talk of tradition. That old school mentality where the best man wins, and that's what Piper said. He said it a week ago, and it's going to happen today.
Well, and as we said, we have a World Tag Team title match as you enjoy the Nitro girls here. In addition, Alex Wright defends his TV, or make it Disco Inferno, I should say, defends the TV belt against the man he defeated for the belt, Alex Wright, plus Diamond Dallas Page will go up against Curt Hennig for the U.S. title. All still to come here live tonight on WCW Monday Nitro.
Well, Roddy Piper ruling with an iron fist. Good to see a no-nonsense man in charge of World Championship Wrestling.
When you have the NWO backpedaling, though, guys, I know you realize this, living legend. That's when they're at their most dangerous. You know something's got to break. Something's got to give. They're going to get on the offense here sometime soon.
Rats will bite you when you back them into a corner.
They really will. And fans, we are waiting the arrival of our next participants in this bout here on WCW Monday Nitro. And as we said during the course of this past weekend, a couple of days ago on WCW Saturday night on TBS, and of course on WCW Pro Sundays on Superstation TBS, that there was to be a big announcement made concerning Deborah McMichael, Steve Mongo McMichael, and Jeff Jarrett here tonight in their matchup coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. We still await that big announcement as we see Steve Regal make his way to the ring.
There certainly have been a lot of rumors flying about that situation, hotlines and internets. I guess we'll finally get it clarified tonight.
And we talk about that because Mongo is on his way to the ring, former United States champion, a man who certainly has had his plate full professionally and privately. Certainly when you make the transition from the gridiron,
it's time Mongo showed America.
All right, I'm told now we are going to take a look at what happened a week ago.
Here we go.
And I'll continue that thought here in just a minute. Take a look at what happened 1 week ago.
You stay out of my private life, son. Leave me alone. Or I'm going to give you another whipping, pal.
This is my life, not yours and yours. And I ain't sick of do with you. I ain't sick of you. I am through. Do you hear me?
Get up enough.
That was the second slap of the night for Mongo, and the third in 2 weeks. So certainly, not only is it rough enough making a transition from one pro sport to the other, but also when you have to deal with what he's had to deal with, Mike, today, it's very tough.
Well, what a transition it has been for Steve Mongo McMichael. Just over a year now in the ring. Of course, already a holder of the United States Heavyweight Championship, and with all those outside distractions involving Deborah McMichael, I guess you could say his estranged wife.
And we've talked about that.
Well,
no longer together.
All I know from my 20 glorious years in the ring is You've got to have a clear mind and you've got to be confident. You've got to be in emotional control of yourself to become a successful professional. And boy, when your love life is bad, you do not have a clear head.
And you really have to have one, as you said, Larry, in this sport. A massive side headlock for the big guy Mongo on Steve McMichael. Great contrast in styles here. Here's Steve Mongo McMichael off the gridiron into the squared circle, using his power, developing a wrestling style over the past year, and a man who has literally grew up in the sport in Steve Regal. Mike?
Well, technically sound. No one can deny that about Steve Regal. On the opposite side of the ring in Steve Mongo McMichael, just really almost a rookie, just past his first year, nowhere near the years of experience that Regal has.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting match for Mongo here. See how far he's progressed since he's made that transition, because Regal, he gets you on the mat, he can hurt you, and when Mongo's on the mat, he's in a strange land.
Earlier, fans, I talked about the electric, intense atmosphere we had here tonight at the Ice Palace in Tampa, home of the Tampa Bay Lightning of the NHL, the hockey team. And, you know, as we grow closer now to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc and we go to many of the arenas around the country, you can feel it as fans anticipate Piper and Hogan finally settling the issue between these two great icons in the squared circle, in the steel cage on October 26th. But also the fact that Diamond Dallas and the Macho Man are scheduled one-on-one with, as we said last week, Piper rules, which means they'll fight till the last man stands. In addition, the man to my left, living legend Larry Zbyszko, will be the special referee with Luger and Scott Hall. Top to bottom, one of the greatest cards ever assembled by the WCW Championship Committee, coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
And talk about anticipation at a fever pitch in Vegas for Halloween Havoc. How about one match that you didn't touch on? Ric Flair, Curt Hennig.
Just announced this past weekend, Flair ended our program a week ago demanding Curt Hennig, chasing Curt Hennig out of the Target Center in Minneapolis, down the street, wanted the shot, and he got it.
You know, I'm wondering, though, if Ric Flair's maybe making an emotional move. Maybe he's after Curt Hennig too fast.
I think he is.
Sometimes guys come back, they're not 100%. I can understand how Flair feels, but it may be a little too soon. I don't know.
Well, this is where you got to credit the championship committee. The fans want to see it. Flair gave the go-ahead, and they signed it in a short span, and it's great. It's going to be a part of this monumental evening of wrestling at the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Regal goes down again. How about those big forearm shots?
Yeah, Mongo's just elbowing Regal down, right? Smacking it. Oh, he telegraphed it.
Sure did. Regal, the veteran. Mongo comes out of it.
Well, pretty much what we figured, that McMichael would rely on his power game, and that's what it's been to this point.
Going for the tombstone pile driver. He's going for it. He's pinned and moving. 1, 2, 3.
Right on the royal noggin.
How about that? I mean, it's almost as if he can say, I'm going for it, and there's nothing you can do about it, because Regal, I thought, had a lot left in him.
Well, I tell you, Regal's a much better wrestler.
I think Mongo just had a Boston
against Mongo, and power, against Mongo is not going to help you. And Regal found out the hard way. Science will tame the beast, and Regal go back to the drawing board.
All right, as you look at our great fans, we take you to Mean Gene Okerlund.
I'll tell you what, Tony, I have heard a rumor that has been circulating at least through the weekend. Deborah McMichael, this cannot be good news for you. The rumor is that Jeff Jarrett is no longer with World Championship Wrestling. What about it?
I know, Gene, it's really a sad thing. I will have to admit, Jeff Jarrett is no longer my partner. He's no longer with the WCW, but you have to move on to bigger and better things.
Whoa, wait a minute, Mongo. Well, wait a minute, let me point out.
Now you're trying to steal somebody's thunder again. Queenie, what did I tell you about that snake? But then again, when two snakes get into bed together, one of them's gonna bite the other one sooner or later. I tried to tell you about that quitter. He left you high and dry, didn't he? Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is over. You get back home and get in that kitchen where you can really be a star.
Tell her!
Rattle those pots and pans, sweetheart. It looks like you're gonna have to hit the bricks. No Jeff Jarrett. Mongo wins the match at Halloween Havoc by default, and you are out of luck.
No. You know, I just love it when Mongo underestimates the queen here. Because you see, I happen to be the star here in the WCW, not you, Mongo. And by the way, don't worry about me at Halloween Havoc because I happen to have a plan. And it's a really big, big surprise because you know the queen always gets her way. Always. Oh, and furthermore, honey, the next time you call me a dead snake, remember one thing. A dead snake can still bite.
Who was the surprise here? I don't want to get into a domestic argument. Apparently, we're not going to get an answer, but we're going to find out very shortly. Steve Mongo McMichael, I thank you. Queenie, so long. Stay tuned. We've got more Nitro when we come back.
How does a dead snake bite?
Get ready for 2 hours of top WCW action on WCW Saturday night, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time, exclusively on Superstation TBS, including this week, Glacier and the Cat Ernest Miller in action, Alex Wright, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Steve Mongo McMichael, plus many others. And I'll be joined by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, this Saturday for WCW Saturday nights. All right, the action continues here on WCW Monday Nitro. And we still have to come in this telecast as dictated by Interim Commissioner Roddy Piper. The Outsiders World Tag Team Champs to defend tonight or be stripped of the belts, and they'll defend against the Steiner Brothers. Plus, as Sonny Ono is walking out with Yuji Nagata.
This guy wearing a bulletproof vest?
Well, I'm not so sure, but we do have these pre-recorded comments from Sonny Ono.
Ultimo Dragon or Ultimo Dragon, whatever you decide to call yourself now. I have been unable to teach you the meaning of respect. My wrestler from south of the border. Well, my father did tell me you get what you pay for. Well, listen, I have the real deal now. I'm Mr. Nagata, a specialist in submission. And you know what, Dragon? With my little friend from WCW office, I have signed a deal, a Slim Jim Halloween Havoc, a match between Mr. Nagata and you, and I will collect the debt that you can never repay. Get it?
ドラゴン、義理を果たしてもらうぞ。
わかったか?
So another match you can add now to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Who in the world is his little friend in the office? Nevertheless, it's going to be Ultimo Dragon and Yuji Nagata to go one-on-one. Just added to already jam-packed, exciting card at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Chris Jericho has arrived here to Tampa, Florida.
Well, I guess that explains why Sonny Ono did not come out to the ring with Psychosis. Apparently a communication breakdown between Sonny and the Luchadors, now aligning himself with the more familiar Yuji Nagata, although it's awful strange after watching Yuji Nagata for the past few months that he would be aligned with someone like Sonny Ono.
And I would agree, he seemed like a very respectful, polite young man and a great athlete. And all of a sudden, now under the guidance, the wing of Sonny Ono, my, how things change. Bell sounds, here we go.
Well, I've been to Japan many times, and they say the Japanese have 7 hearts, and believe me, they can change it to any one of them at any time.
And Sonny's talking the international language of money.
And I believe you're right. You know, he's mentioned that Nagata was a master of specialists of the submission holds. And of course, we know the repertoire of the Ultimo Dragon. Many ways he can defeat you. And of course, the Dragon Sleeper, a submission hold as well.
Yuji Nagata's background, well documented. 1989, he was the Japanese Collegiate National Wrestling Champion. 1992, the Greco-Roman National Champion.
And Chris Jericho gets a 1 count only that time on Nagata. Fans want to let you know that coming up in the month of November, WCW presents World War III. This coming Friday, tickets will go on sale for World War III. The home of World War III this week will be the Palace of Auburn Hills, right outside of Metro Detroit. And tickets will go on sale at the Palace box office and Ticketmaster this coming Friday, October 17th, beginning at 10 a.m. And also, later that day, 4 to 6 p.m., meet Bobby the Brain Heenan and the living legend Larry Zbyszko at Harmony House. They'll be signing autographs and meeting the fans, buying tickets to World War III.
Well, I tell you right there, Yuji was in harmony with nature. He picked up Jericho, and that was a picture-perfect suplex, dumped him right on the back of his head. Me and the Brain are looking forward to having fun in Detroit.
I'm sure you will. Snapmare takeover and Nagata. That's right out of the Ultimo Dragon textbook there, Mike, today.
Well, he certainly can counter Dragon in terms of those lethal kicks.
Fans, as we said, we still have an abundance of title matches here tonight,
He will be champion.
including the tag team belts on the line. It's on the line or lose them. Or, as we say, put up or shut up here tonight for the outsiders in the New World Order, plus Diamond Dallas and Curt Hennig, and also the TV champ Disco Inferno against Alex Wright. All still to come here in this program live on Nitro.
Just one diamond cutter away from a new United States champion.
You're right. Here goes Nagata, and one step ahead that time, Jericho. Good elevation with that drop kick from the middle turnbuckle. Jericho, the first one up, but Nagata, oh boy, just kicked him right down to one knee that time.
Well, these two men have faced each other over in the Orient, battles in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now they hook it up in World Championship Wrestling.
How about this?
Variation of the giant swing out of that choke sleeper.
And got a 2 count. Also, hello to our fans in Cincinnati. Coming up in just a few moments, a big announcement about Nitro coming to the Queen City, Cincinnati, in the month of November. A reversal now into the ropes. And he missed a big lariat that time. Nagata caught him and nicely done.
Well, I tell you, I think Jericho's lucky he landed outside on the apron. No, maybe not.
He ended up there, the shoulder block with reckless abandon. In comes Nagata and a big forearm shot. He hit it face first that time. You're exactly right. The jaw hit the top of the safety rail, and Nagata's going to continue the attack on the outside now.
Yeah, well, he's staying aggressive. That's
oh boy, he hit the back, and a scoop slam.
We're certainly seeing not only a more aggressive, but a more vicious Yuji Nagata.
Jericho blocked it.
Jericho pie faced him right down that time. Stay out of his way. And I'm sure he needs to stay out of the Dragon's way as well. You would think by now someone like Ono, who, yes, he's a martial arts expert as well, but needs to stay away from these athletes at ringside. I guess some people never learn.
Well, he didn't take your advice.
He sure didn't. And he trips up Jericho on the top, and he gets his leg kicked out from under him, and now
standing figure 4.
Then he reverse figure 4, you're right.
He's laying down with it. He's putting on the maximum pressure from that angle.
Well, there's the bell. Nagata, with what we understand he calls his Nagata lock. The master of submission holds, as Sonny Ono said right at the open of this matchup, wins over former Cruiserweight champ Chris Jericho. All right, still a lot more action to go live on WCW Monday Nitro, but right now, a special look at a very bizarre man by the name of Raven.
My earliest memories are not of anything specific. They're more like memories of feelings as opposed to events. Feelings of abandonment, feelings of loneliness, feelings of sadness. They say our destiny is formed in these earliest moments, that our fate is determined at this critical juncture. The chosen begin their path towards greatness. The ill-fated are doomed from the beginning. The unfortunate devour themselves, searching for annihilation. You see, we're all prisoners of our own nature, locked into certain patterns of behavior. I could no sooner change the path that I've been placed upon than I could stop a swallow from migrating or a salmon from spawning. So it is written, so it shall come to pass. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Well, we are back, and we welcome you back to the #1 wrestling program in the entire world at WCW Monday Nitro, Living Legend.
Well, I'm just wondering if I could ask Raven if we could borrow the crib so the NWO can have a nice place to cry in.
That's a good point.
Change their diapers.
You know, as Bill Goldberg stalks to the ring, as you can see with purpose, and you go back and you react and try to analyze what we've just seen about Raven Mike today, he's a guy with a very disturbing past. He seems like a very emotionally spent guy.
I'm not really sure that we had any of our questions answered from everything that I heard Raven just talk about there. Almost like a cult-like following that he's had in the past, and I wonder if that's starting to happen here in World Championship Wrestling.
As a leader, you mean?
Yes, as a leader of some kind of a group. He's forming some kind of a group behind the scenes.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, what type of person would follow him? Oh my!
I guess someone like Perry Saturn on the right.
And Perry Saturn on the right, and there's someone else on the left, and I'm not so sure who that is.
And where's Stevie Richards again? Was he in that picture?
He was not in that picture. Well, you know Stevie, here today, gone tomorrow with Stevie Richards, but Saturn sitting there looking like a gargoyle sitting there at ringside next to him. No emotion, just rigid, frozen. You may be right. I mean, we saw Saturn last week, and now we see this other guy with him as well. It's not Richards, and you're right about this.
You know, it looks like a sad picture of what civilization has created in Generation X. A bunch of youth with nothing to do.
That's right, that are ticked off at their past and their upbringing for who they are. Well, that's another story. And here's another story in the ring. Massive Bill Goldberg. If he connects, you're going to go down. Look at this.
He just ran him over.
Undefeated Bill Goldberg, by the way.
And I think Scotty Riggs very lucky he missed those two lariats, because his head could have ended up at St. Pete somewhere.
And why will Bill Goldberg not confirm his athletic background? We talked about him being all Southeastern Conference at the University of Georgia, then going on to a National Football League career with the Atlanta Falcons. But he's a man of very few words, that's for sure.
With a lot of actions, as a matter of fact, as Riggs hits him right on the sternum below the ribcage there. And now Bill Goldberg just elevates him, showing his massive power.
Well, I tell you, Goldberg, very strong guy, but he is an explosive individual.
And I tell you what has also happened here, guys. You know Larry as well as I do. Mike, we've been here all day. Bill Goldberg, in the 2 wins, has started to intimidate some people. I mean, word spread quickly in wrestling dressing rooms, as you know. But when they saw Goldberg defeat Hugh Morris and defeat the Barbarian, all of a sudden, there's a big intimidation factor. And Scotty Riggs is going out of here with reckless abandon.
And I hear that Judo Gene LaBelle, the famed martial artist based in Los Angeles, has contacted World Championship Wrestling about possibly training Goldberg. Sees an awful lot of potential in this young man.
How about that? Look at this power. Manhandles Scotty Riggs up. Gorilla. Oh my goodness, he hit his knee and his quadricep on the top of that safety rail.
Now that's an aggressive man right there. Look at his eyes. He likes this.
Needless to say, fans, we have been impressed with great athletes who have come here and gone, but very rarely does a man of Bill Goldberg's ability come through like he has over the past couple of weeks. He ducks, showing his quickness, and he keeps focused on his target. Goldberg, a pickup, could be that suplex slam we've seen. He put it on roadblock just on Saturday at 400 pounds and easily put Scotty Riggs down as well.
Hey, Goldberg, very impressive man. Look at him, he's off his side.
Well, he's not talking much, but we do understand, rumor has it, that he likes to call that maneuver the jackhammer. And I tell you, they're not going to get out of it. As I said, he put down roadblock with ease in that move on Saturday, and then it's 4 in a row here for Bill Goldberg, living legend.
I tell you, Goldberg doesn't say much with his mouth, but he sure says plenty with his body. He ran over Riggs, watch this, caught him in midair, pressed him up in the air. Look at this, just manhandling a very good wrestler and dumped him right there. That was the end of Scotty Riggs. Just couldn't recover from the pain. Bill Goldberg, watch the force here as he drives him down. Covers it up, hooks the leg. This man's gonna have a future in wrestling.
And the future is now. I mean, undefeated with big-time stars. Bill Goldberg wins once again. Well, the atmosphere, as you know, electric here, and we sure it's the same way at your house watching Nitro, and we want to see your Nitro party. So send us your Nitro party on video cassette or still pictures to 1 CNN Center, P.O. Box 60, Atlanta, 30303. Once a week, we will choose a winner and send you a Nitro party pack. Then once every 3 months, beginning next month in November, we're going to select one party to send you these gorgeous ladies, the Nitro Girls.
AC. Spice. Kimberly.
The Nitro Girls will come to a lucky fan's home or business or wherever you're having a Nitro party once every 3 months beginning next month, and we will telecast live from your Nitro party. How about that? So we want to hear from you, fans, as the Nitro Girls entertain us here as we are heading now in toward the second hour of WCW Monday Nitro. Want to let you know that we have a lot of great action still to come. Tonight, the Outsiders must defend the tag team belts or they're going to lose them. They're going to be stripped. More live on WCW Monday Nitro next. Get ready for hour number 2 of WCW Monday Nitro. And it's going to go down as one of our most anticipated, exciting hours ever. Because in this second hour, the NWO, the Outsiders must put up the tag team belts or be stripped of those belts here tonight. Plus Diamond Dallas Page against Curt Hennig for the United States title. Disco Inferno and Alex Wright for the TV belt. It is all here tonight on a capacity crowd night as you look live at the Ice Palace in Tampa Bay. And we welcome to our broadcast location the one and only Bobby the Brain Heenan. A lot going on here, Brain.
Boy, there's a lot going on here. NWO's in town, WCW's in town, everybody's in town. The Outsiders.
Look at this.
Everybody's in town but Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash is not here. And
you never know.
Well, you know, they had stated many times that this is the Wolfpack. Therefore, 6 can step in and defend the belt. It could be 6 and Nash, 6 and Hall, Hall and Nash, any combination of the Wolfpack can defend the tag team belts. And here they come. Six and Scott Hall of the New World Order as we're going to open up the second hour with the much anticipated tag team bout here on WCW Monday Nitro Live, Mike.
Well, it's about time that the Steiner brothers get another opportunity. It was almost 2 months ago, actually a little over 2 months ago at Road Wild. The Steiner brothers were winners over the Outsiders. However, it was a controversial ending that involved referee Nick Patrick. And yes, the Steiner brothers won by disqualification, and as a result, the NWO remained World Tag Team Champions.
Well, if I was a member of the NWO, if I was Scott Hall or 6, I'd be a little more concerned tonight about who my opponents are in the Steiner brothers, along with Ted DiBiase in the corner. I'd be concerned.
They have a Pinder's mic.
It's us. Now, I think you know it by now. Me and 6 are taking a little survey as we travel around the country. We want to know, is everybody here in Tampa to see WCW? Or are all you people here to see the just checking? We were just checking. And everybody in Tampa Bay knows that when you're NWO,
You're NWO! You know it, Daddy!
You may be NWO for life,
Okay, now to more serious business.
Sorry, Brain.
WCW is acting real tough. They got a hand-picked referee, Larry Zbyszko and Lex Luger together. Larry Zbyszko and Lex Luger together couldn't beat Scott Hall on their best nights. And now they're trying to railroad the Wolfpack. The Steiner brothers challenged us when they know Big Kevin Nash is sitting at home with knee surgery.
No problem.
But being the working man's champ, the people's choice, we say no problem. You want a title match? Like I was saying, if you want a title match, you got it.
well, like I was saying, they may be NWO for life, but they could be World Tag Team Champions for a very short time.
Well, they said you got it, and we're going to have it. When we come back live on Nitro, the introduction of the Steiner brothers, and we'll get it on for the World Tag Team Championship live from Tampa, Florida. Stay with us.
We're going to have it, but they may get it.
So much anticipation. And here we go. Fans, I know you've been following the career of these great tag team wrestlers. Now together with one of the greatest minds in the business, Ted DiBiase. The Steiner brothers come out to try to recapture tag team glory. Remember how the year began for the Steiners. NWO sold out. Seen around the sidewalk, winning the belt, and fined 1 day later by Eric Bischoff. And then, when the NWO, the Outsiders, as you mentioned, and Roy Wild worked their magic mic today, they were denied a second time, but here they go live on Nitro.
And Tony, who better to plot strategy against the New World Order than Ted DiBiase and the Steiner brothers, and the NWO and Scott Hall and Six are not waiting for the opening bell.
Well, they realize they don't have to wait. The more they wait, the worse it is for them. Go after them and take it away.
Back body drop, and Hall went over the top rope.
That was a quick reversal of fortunes for the Steiner brothers.
It really was. The referee that time had his back turned, or the match could have ended right there. DiBiase now almost daring Hall and Six to get in the ring.
And what a pattern we've seen in the past few weeks about the NWO and the way they've been physically handling WCW officials.
Well, they're not going to physically handle the Steiner brothers that easy. They're not going to be picking them up and heaving them around.
Guys, and you realize this is under regular rules, which means if they attack the referee, repeatedly attack the referee, then the referee could disqualify members of the Wolfpack here, and that would make them hold on to the belt.
Yeah, certainly would have allowed them to retain the tag team titles. Well, this match, as it is being fought under Wolfpack rules, although we have to admit that precedent is on the side of the NWO.
Yeah, there's an NWO pancake right there, courtesy of a very powerful Scotty Steiner.
You know, DiBiase may be the man they need. You know, I always said the Steiner brothers aren't the brightest guys walking this earth, but they're tough, and they're wrestlers, and they know there's craft. They know exactly what to do in the ring if they can stay focused. If DiBiase can keep them focused, I don't see anybody who can beat this team.
And I would agree with that, Brain. That was a great point. And now you see the dog face scrambling. He is just mauling Scott Hall in the corner. Reversal. Oh, Hall followed in nicely that time with a short lariat, and it really pinned him in the corner. Scott Hall. Now, our colleague during hour number one, Larry Zbyszko, will say that the man is not even a good wrestler. And you know he's speaking from emotion, but you can't deny how good Scott Hall is. And he did almost got a 3 count. He is truly one of the finest in our sport. You're seeing 4 of the greatest right here. To the middle turnbuckle. Oh, he caught him in midair. How about that?
Well, that's my mistake. I didn't think anybody would toss the Steiners around like that. So you've got to give Hall credit. You really got to give him credit, like him or not.
No, I don't think there's any question. No one's denying that here, Brain. Now, a reversal. In goes, Rick Steiner. He absorbed that knee to the back and wipes out 6. But in the ring, he turned around, was wiped out by Hall. Great teamwork, and you got to give them credit here, guys.
Well, you got to keep the Steiners down. You want to stand toe-to-toe with them and match strength or wrestling ability. Keep them grounded.
And 6 continues the offense, springing off the ropes, catching with that quick leg drop in the cover.
Here go the 2 and a big kick out by Rick Steiner. Well, the fans just loving Rick Steiner's in. Good hook, front chancery, the tag made, and here comes Scott Hall to the attack once again. Hall had a lot of remarks directed towards our first-hour colleague, living legend Larry Zbyszko, about the Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc matchup with Lex Luger.
I think if I was Scott Hall, I'd try to make friends with Mr. Zbyszko as quick as I could.
I think they're past that point.
Way past it.
I mean, it's a personal vendetta that you've heard. In the corner, to the midsection. Reverse kick that time in the jaw. And an elbow on the back of the head.
And 6 is going to have to use that kind of quickness if he's going to be effective against the much larger and much more powerful Steiner brothers.
But you know what I like here? I see in the in Hall and 6, they're making quick tags. They're not wasting any energy in there. When one of them is hurt, they tag out.
Right along the air, the headpiece, and down to the chest. Rick Steiner pounded down, and Scott trying to get in. Usual flow for the Steiner brothers is Scott to start and Rick to finish up. And 6 paid for that. Had it caught in the corner, and now Rick Steiner, the desperate move, trying to follow up with a tag to Scotty.
Watch when he tags his brother here. The rope's gonna go off this place.
He made it! And now Scott Steiner! Got a lariat for each man in the rope. Back blow! How high can you go?
Almost threw him the clear water.
Double underhook. Up over top to a ball. Scott Steiner is ruling the ring. DiBiase just nailed Hall on the outside, while a gorilla press slam on the inside.
This could be it right here. Watch this.
Going for the Steiner DDT. Or maybe the Bulldog. It's the DDT. Oh,
they got him. We're going to have new champions right here.
Only thing he has to do is count. 1, 2. The referee's been pulled out. The referee pulled out and shoved down by Scott Hall.
Not again.
Once again, the NWO. This time the referee looks.
Well, don't forget Piper's in the building.
Piper is. He's not the only one in the building.
The living legend Larry Zbyszko is here.
Would you look here? Scott Hall rolled inside. You see, 6 still down. Rick Steiner up.
There's the Bulldog that you asked for.
The Bulldog. The legend's in 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
New champion.
New champion.
New champions on Nitro.
Woo. Steiner brothers win it.
Larry Zbyszko came stalking out, power walking to the ring, and then a Steiner Bulldog combined with our DDT has given us the Steiners back where they belong, Mike, today.
Well, Tony, that's more like it. WCW has the NWO reeling. They're off balance. And you know what? There's another opportunity for World Championship Wrestling to take the upper hand. Later tonight, Diamond Dallas Page challenges Curt Hennig for the U.S. title.
What do you think, Brain?
Well, I thought when they got in the ring, they were a little too overconfident. And you just can't maul officials. You can't take advantage of people like that. It'll come back to bite you. And Zbyszko came back to bite him. We've got new tag team champions of the world.
Little foreshadowing what may happen, Scott Hall, when you face Lex Luger coming up in 13 days at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
1, 2, 3.
You're out of there. Wow.
Justice has been served.
We are smoking. Oh, by the way, an injury update on the Macho Man Randy Savage. Who cares? All right, let's take a look at what's going on later tonight on WCW Monday Nitro, because we're going to take a look at the Nitro girls, aren't we?
Oh, I care about that.
Is that what we've been told? Fans, as we said, in the great state of Ohio, in the city of Cincinnati, we have WCW Monday Nitro coming your way on Monday, November 17th. Tickets will go on sale this Friday at the Crown main box office and the drive-up ticket window. Boy, you're in the 90s, aren't you? You got a drive-up ticket window.
You get extra fries with that, too.
And all select the seat outlets. You can meet the Giant at the Crown Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. WCW Monday Nitro comes to the Crown in Cincinnati Monday, November 17th, about a month away.
That's your 450-pound Happy Meal right there.
Plus, we're going to be in Biloxi in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum next Monday for WCW Monday Nitro. Tickets at the box office and Ticketmaster. And in 2 weeks at the Cox Arena in San Diego, Nitro comes your way, where there's a lot more left tonight on WCW Monday Nitro.
You know where I'm going to be Friday?
We are back with you live on Nitro as you look at this capacity crowd at the Ice Palace in Tampa Bay, in downtown Tampa, as a matter of fact. And also for you fans who've enjoyed this change in the guard, so to speak, new World Tag Team Champions, if you're concerned about some sort of loophole, we want to let you know that Zbyszko is official, an assigned official of WCW. The decision will stand. The Steiners are definitely the World Tag Team Champions.
No doubt about it.
And remember that Eric Bischoff no longer has the power to reverse those decisions.
Yeah, if he wants to, he needs to go see interim commissioner Roddy Piper.
So you mean Zbyszko now is more powerful than...
Well, here we go with some more great action on WCW Monday Nitro. Rey Mysterio Jr. to face Dean Malenko. We were talking about WCW Monday Nitro before the match gets underway. Let me repeat that in 2 weeks, October 27th, the day after Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, Nitro comes to the Cox Arena in San Diego. Tickets at the Aztec box office and Ticketmaster. Then on November 3rd, Monday, November 3rd, we return to Philadelphia and the Core State Spectrum for WCW Monday Nitro. Tickets at the box office and Ticketmaster. Bray and I talked with the living legend about this in hour number 1. You and Larry Zbyszko will be at Harmony House in Auburn Hills, right outside of Detroit, as tickets go on sale this coming Friday for World War III. You'll be at Harmony House on between 4 and 6 p.m. this coming Friday.
Signing some autographs, talking about WCW, maybe answering some questions about the NWO.
Oh boy, I like your mask, but leave my pacifier alone.
There's a kid that just unmasked himself.
There's nothing like live TV, you know that?
Yes, there is. Radio.
A full-arm dragon twist, oh boy. Well, it's great to have you with us. We're having a great time tonight, and there's been a lot going on, a lot to cheer about, but don't forget, this program is not over. It began with a word of warning from the New World Order and Eric Bischoff to one Diamond Dallas Page, and I think that combined with what just happened to the Wolfpack means the NWO is not finished here tonight, so stay with us. 1-2, DDP still to come against Curt Hennig. Now,
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And you know Hogan in the back along with Bischoff, after seeing that we have new tag team champions there, you don't think their heads are together? You don't think they're having a meeting?
Oh,
Something's
boy.
going on in the back.
You're not kidding. Dean Malenko, former Cruiserweight and United States Champion, against former Cruiserweight champ Rey Mysterio Jr. Over the top! Could that be a disqualification or not?
Well, a catapult by Malenko. I think the referee is going to rule that his momentum took him up and over the top rope.
And I think that's a good call by Jimmy Jett. And Malenko.
Being part crow don't hurt either.
Malenko and Mysterio going at it again. Side of the head. Into the ropes. Pick up. So much balance in Rey Mysterio Jr. I mean, in midair, it's what you call hang time. Look at this. Landing on his feet. But a good move by Malenko to take him down.
Well, Mysterio has been on quite a winning streak, covered by Dean Malenko. 2 count before Rey Jr. is able to roll the shoulder. Mysterio, since coming back from that knee injury, unbeaten in World Championship Wrestling, including 2 victories over Eddie Guerrero, the Cruiserweight Champion.
And the biggest one, hopefully, for Rey Mysterio is coming up in 13 days. It's Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, when he and Eddie will hook it up again. 1, 2. Got a 2 only, a 2 count that time. And a forearm shot back of the head. Into the turnbuckle. So much agility from the young man Rey Mysterio Jr., but a great counter move by Malenko.
Great counter off that flying head scissors attempt by Mysterio into the takedown by the Iceman.
Into the ropes, and Malenko backs away. Think about Dean Malenko. He is rough, rugged, and focused.
No nonsense kind of guy.
No nonsense, and you know, he almost demands respect out of his opponents. And certainly he and Rey Mysterio had quite a battle for that cruiserweight belt about a year ago. So they know each other quite well. Head scissors applied here by Malenko, and Jimmy Jet checking in.
You know, I guarantee at the beginning of a match with Malenko, if you don't respect him, by the end of the match you will.
There is no question about that, Bobby the Brain Heenan. And as we said, fans, as you know, as we're scheduled to go to the 10 o'clock hour, but situation may dictate that we go past the 10 o'clock hour. So stay with us here tonight. We're going to stay on the air as long as it takes to give you the greatest action in pro wrestling in the world.
Malenko has neutralized the high-flying Rey Jr. cover.
Power bomb and almost got the 3. And what a major upset this would be. Not necessarily because of who it is, because anytime Dean Malenko beats you, it's not really an upset because he's quite a star, but the fact that Rey Mysterio is going right into Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc after the title. I mean, the championship committee with an upset here would have to look long and hard about maybe giving Malenko the next title shot. To the middle rope now, turnbuckle. Malenko just throws him off. Malenko seems dazed here. Up and landed on the top. We talked about balance. How about that?
Incredible balance by Mysterio, then twisting in the air. Now the cover.
1, 2, no. A 2 count.
It's amazing there's any bones left in that man.
To the chest, here's a pickup by Malenko. No, he rolls over. Sunset flip, 1, 2, and Malenko barely escaped from that. So many near falls, near misses, and Malenko shoots him down with a right arm. 1, 2, and no.
I think Rey Mysterio's ahead on covers.
If you're counting, he may be, but that really doesn't mean for anything. Back in the corner once again.
It means nothing.
That sure does. Brain, you're right again.
Oh, I thought you should know that.
To the other corner, up and the balance again by Rey Mysterio Jr. Shoulder to the midsection. Gonna try his Huda Karate here, I do believe, up on top.
Wow.
He's got it on him. What?
Oh my.
Eddie Guerrero came in and snatched the mask away from Rey Mysterio Jr.
Texas Cloverleaf.
Into the Texas Cloverleaf. He had him in his move, but now Mysterio worrying more about covering up his face. And you know, Mike, just a few hours ago, about an hour ago, Ray told us about how important that mask was. And look what Guerrero did.
Well, the speed that Eddie Guerrero came through, I don't think the referee even saw that.
Missing something!
Looking for a man coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, Diamond Dallas Page has to think about one thing, and that is focus.
Success. I don't think I really know what success is yet. Mainly because I haven't reached my goals in or out of the ring. You see, I don't measure my goals the way other people do. Especially the Hogans and the Savages. You know, how big's my house? How expensive's my car? Whatever. You see, Kimberly and I, we still live in the same house. I still hang with the same guys, I always have. And I still come right here to the power plant to keep that edge. I'm the same person, I'm only more focused. You see, I can't afford not to be more focused. Piper. I got a lot of respect for what Piper's doing as the interim commissioner of WCW. He's taking a lot on his plate right now. I especially appreciate what he did for me last week on Nitro with that Savage situation. That could have got ugly, really ugly. Later that night on Nitro, Commissioner Piper set the rules of the Page Savage match, which would be a son and death match. No time limit, no disqualification, no submission, no pinfalls. Basically, no rules. That no rules thing, that'll make a man think. Mainly because I know what a savage really is. I know how vicious he can be, and I know what a real psycho he really is. And I know how much he hates me. But more than anything, I know how much I'm going to be hurting the next day and days to follow. A sudden death match. I'd be lying to you if I told you I wasn't the least bit nervous. But that's what keeps me coming back here to the power plant. Reminds me where I come from. Keeps me focused. Some of the best coaches will tell their players, fellas, don't look past this game. Me being in my zone allows me not to look past October 26th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. I can't afford a negative thought in my head. Negative breeds negative. Positive breeds positive. Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, it's all I can think about. It's all I can afford to think about.
We are back at the Ice Palace in Tampa, Florida. What a Monday night it has been. A night of history, like we have already seen. And keeping that in mind, I want to bring back the icon, the commissioner, the rowdy one, Roddy Piper.
Well, the face, it's all that's gone down here tonight.
Tony, look at him. He is hot putting it toward the ring. He's moving.
Well, when the commissioner says, I want to talk again, we listen.
Roddy, yes, Roddy, I had to bring out, I asked for you as commissioner to come out here in light of what we saw earlier on, Larry Zbyszko stepping in that tag team title bout. I don't get the impression he was an official referee, or was he?
Larry Zbyszko has been sanctioned a referee for the 26th. He was sanctioned a week ago. Therefore, the decision tonight stands.
Yeah. That means we have brand new official tag team champion.
I hear the NWO say all the time, tradition bites. Well, reality bites too. Too sweet.
I think the commissioner somewhat basking in the big victory for the Steiners. Yes, Roddy.
New champions, hail the Steiners! Hail the Steiners!
They're calling for them.
Now, you know this Hulk Hogan wasn't any place around to help them. You know, they don't do so good, the NWO, when it's not 40-1. Hogan is getting ready for the biggest cage match in the history of professional wrestling. And why are they booing me?
Guys, we're getting ready for trouble. And what we're getting ready for.
Yes, indeed, Roddy Piper alluding, of course, to the big match coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. Eric Bischoff, Despicable Soul, and the Macho Man Randy Savage with that neck brace.
I told you they wouldn't be happy.
Wait a minute. Bischoff this time has been allocated.
Gene, you may want to take a low road here.
What is...
Look at his eyes.
First of all, interim junior wannabe commissioner. You've got to pay for a couple of things, and pay dearly. Number one, this neck brace is a result of the felonious assault last week on Nitro that you were an accomplice in. That's how you're going to run a wrestling organization?
Yep, he sure is.
You couldn't follow in my slippers, more or less my shoes. Come on in here, Randy.
Oh, he must hurt.
I think he needs a lesson. Hollywood wants his belt back. I want the tag team belts back. You're not going to get away with the kind of stunts you pulled here tonight. Oh, you got something you want to say? What's the matter? Here, take my mic, I dare you.
It looks like you boys come here to play.
Well, Piper don't play like normal kids.
That's right.
He don't have the same toys most kids have.
No, he doesn't.
He's got 2 fists and 2 feet and a belt, and he'll use them.
And look at this. The troops are out.
Strength in numbers for the NWO.
Part of a master plan here. Piper is being surrounded.
And his position as interim commissioner doesn't mean nothing to the NWO.
And being outnumbered. Piper outnumbered. And eruption.
Wait a minute.
An eruption for the fans. Sting walking down towards the ring.
Everything.
This will back him up. Piper being surrounded.
They could guzzle him right now, but they're taking their time with him.
I don't even know if they realize that Sting has made his way down. There he is, behind Piper. Coming into the ring. Oh, yeah. Now back away. And that's what they've done. What's... Oh! Oh! My goodness!
He got him good in the rib with
he really did with it. Look at this! It's Hollywood Hulk Hogan with a Sting mask on. Just enough to fool Piper. And now at the mercy of the entire NWO. Oh boy. You know, they talked about payback, guys, and this is not pretty.
Look at Bischoff holding his stomach and laughing.
They're not finished yet.
7 against 1.
That's what it is, Brain. Outnumbered, 7 against 1, and where in the world is the real Sting? Or where in the world will the Steiners be? I mean, come on, WCW, get out here.
Repeated leg drops by Hogan, now choking Piper.
We need some help desperately.
Now we need it quick. It's not going to get any better.
No, it's going to get worse. At least to come pull him out of the ring.
Look at him.
That's our commissioner. We don't want to hear you talk. Shut up.
Just starve the commissioner.
With a Sting mask on. You know, we talked about this moments ago, about the warning sent to Piper. All right, we got to take a break. Can someone come out here and help this man out of the ring?
They're picking him up again.
There's going to be more during this commercial break. Where's WCW together?
I don't know.
We'll be back. The bout will be for the United States title.
The bout will be tremendous.
Will it ever?
Wow.
The night will be spectacular. But
Vegas will be a desert when we're done there.
you know, I'm still, and the NWO is going to come out because they have a match here. I'm still really personally ticked off because Hogan comes out with a Sting mask on. But the fact that, you know, I've said it so many times here from our broadcast location till I'm blue in the face. You've said it, Brain, and Iron Mike, you have too, that WCW needs to rally behind its troops. And no one came out to Piper's aid. They left him in the ring during the commercial break.
Well, you don't know what happened back there. You don't know what smoke screen they put it back there. You don't know what was going on. I don't have any communication.
I know they'll come out as a group, and we won't.
Well, if there is one positive, Tony, that we can take out of that 7-on-1 beating by the NWO on Piper, it is that Roddy Piper was able to leave the ring on his own power, on his own strength.
You're right. Yeah, but he was really holding those ribs.
So Piper gets beat up. So what? He still has the belt, and we have new World Tag Team Champions. So, guys, let's just put that out of our mind and go on from there. But I can say this, as Ray Traylor, a mortal enemy of the NWO, comes out, that I don't believe the beatings are going to stop from the NWO with what we saw right there.
Oh, no, they were embarrassed. They lost the tag team titles. Piper's been made commissioner. He put himself in a cage with Hogan. They're embarrassed, and they're not going to let this... They're not going to let us get away with it.
Here we go. It's Ray Traylor and Scott Norton of the NWO. Now Ray Traylor maybe can get a little bit of revenge right here. Speaking of revenge, we just saw Ric Flair and the revenge that he has. And when I watched that special feature on Flair and Hennig, I remembered, and I had forgotten momentarily, the look in Flair's eyes at the end of Nitro last week from Minneapolis. It was a look like I had never seen in Ric Flair, and that rekindled that memory, and Flair is going to be prepared for the 6th of this month.
Well, Flair was certainly a man possessed last week in Minneapolis on Monday Nitro, and what a physical matchup this has been so far between these two 300-plus pounders in Ray Traylor and Scott Norton.
I've seen Flair involved in some horrible fights his whole career. I was there from the point when he started. I saw him win the title in Japan. I saw him lose it. I saw him win it back. I mean, I've been around with this guy. I've never seen him in the state of mind he is right now. And that can only mean one thing. Somebody's going to get hurt, and it's probably not going to be Flair.
Well, that's been the story.
No trouble.
That's been the story when you talk about WCW against the NWO. And people have been hurt right and left.
Bagwell at ringside, and it looks like he has a can of spray paint in his hand.
I guess they're prepared maybe to put the NWO graffiti on the back of Ray Traylor here.
Well, Mickey J's got to watch 3 different areas right here. He's got to watch Bagwell. He's got to watch Norton and Traylor in the ring. He's got to watch Vincent out there.
Well, we look at this pickup. Scott Norton is just so powerful. We still have 2 title matches here tonight. TV belt, Disco Inferno, Alex Wright, and Curt Hennig, Diamond Dallas Page. What's Billy Kidman doing here?
What's Billy Kidman doing with that look?
His eyes look awfully dark and withdrawn and sunken, and he's sitting beside Raven.
What kind of mind control must this man have over Perry Saturn, Billy Kidman, Stevie Richards? Almost a hypnotic effect.
Well, Perry Saturn, and now Kidman sits down beside him.
Kidman has a different look, wouldn't you say? Looks like he hasn't been to bed since 1963.
I don't think he was born in 1963, okay?
You see how long he's been up?
Okay, hey, and now I think that was the spray can to the side of the head that time, in the forehead. Back into the corner, and Ray Traylor trying to fight out. Very bizarre, this apparent following that this odd enigma Raven has and is gathering.
He's an oddball, isn't he?
It's almost as if he's a leader of the disenfranchised.
Awfully big word there, Mike, and that's exactly what he is, though.
You want me to spell that out for you, Tony?
No, I don't.
I break it down into syllables for you.
That means his franchise has been dissed. Anybody knows that.
And look at this, once again, NWO tactics. Intimidating the referee. I would like to see if this referee, Mickey J, gets intimidated. He's a veteran. I'd like to see Zbyszko come back out here.
How many WCW officials are left? They're dropping like flies.
They really are, you're right. It is a shame. But the type, they have laid the foundation for the type of wars we will have at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. The cage match, the match between Diamond Dallas and the Macho Man Randy Savage, where basically anything goes till a man cannot stand anywhere at all, till one man is left standing. They've set the table for all of this. And now Ray Traylor, not many men can haul off with 3 punches and deck a guy the size of Scott Flash Norton. And that's what he's done in the corner. All the way to the 300-plus pound Ray Traylor on Scott Norton. Here he goes again. Traylor may be trying to end this thing right now.
Takes a lot to beat up Norton, though.
Oh, man with a right hand.
And now, down goes Vince again. Right hand. And he grabbed Buff Bagwell. The spray paint. Oh, my goodness. That was in the jaw of the throat, but I think it's knocked him out. While Vincent had the referee, this one's over. Once again, same old story, numbers.
Well, there's 3 against 1 right there.
And there goes Mickey J.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Get out of there.
They don't have any respect for him. He'll just get hurt. No sense staying around.
And I would agree with that.
Well, now let's see. Anybody going to come from the back?
What do you think? You know, Traylor's kind of been like a loner.
Yeah.
since he's returned. And the NWO marks another victory. And now maybe, based on what we've seen with Piper, based on what has happened here, are they gaining momentum? 2 title matches still to come. Stay with us.
We want you to be a part of the biggest party on TV, WCW's Monday Nitro.
And there is no better way to celebrate professional wrestling's #1 program than in your own home.
Send us a video of your Monday Nitro party. We'll pick a winner each and every week to receive a Nitro party pack loaded with
Nitro t-shirts, the Nitro hat, the Nitro party planner, you gotta have that.
Well, fans, that's not all. Beginning in the month of November, that's right, the month of November, and once every 3 months, 1 video entry will be chosen.
And Monday Nitro will broadcast live segments from your home with the Nitro Girls, Mean Gene Okerlund, and everything you need for the biggest party your neighbor has ever seen.
Be a winner. Get your videotape to us at Nitro Party, P.O. Box 60, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. Girls, are we going to have fun or what?
Yeah, the month of November right around the corner, and we're going to announce that some lucky fans going to have the Nitro Girls.
Bring the yellow tape out for the neighborhood.
You're not kidding.
Talk about a party.
Gives us the opportunity. We've been talking a lot about tickets going on sale for Cincinnati this coming Friday when Nitro comes to the Crown Monday, November 17th. And also next Monday, Biloxi, in 2 weeks, San Diego, in 3 weeks, Philadelphia. Also for you fans in Las Vegas, tickets still on sale for Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc at the MGM Grand Garden Arena box office and Ticketmaster. And also coming up this coming weekend, we're going to be in Houston at the Astro Arena. And that's going to be on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we're going to be in Lake Charles, Louisiana, at the Civic Center. Tickets available, by the way, for the show coming up in Houston at the Astrodome box office and Ticketmaster, and for the event in Lake Charles on the 19th.
Say what a good friend of mine down there, Craig Roberts, sports guy in Houston.
You've got a good friend. That's good. Tickets will be available at the Lake Charles Civic Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations for that big event. So, WCW, and don't forget, we talked a lot about Sting making these unexpected appearances at arena events all around the world. You never know, fans, in Lake Charles or in Houston, Sting may drop in.
In more ways than one.
Sure wish he would have dropped in a few moments ago with Piper, but a facsimile did, so to speak. Well, can you believe it? I look at this man and I say, the Disco Inferno is a champ.
Well, there's a man who blew all his money his parents gave him on dance lessons for hair care.
I guess that's what he did.
But he is a champion, no doubt about that.
And we announced during the first hour that erroneously last week we mentioned that his match with Jacqueline at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc would be a title match. It is not a title match. It is a non-sanctioned one-on-one event coming up at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. And who knows? Tonight, in a few moments, Alex Wright could regain the title here, Mike, today.
That certainly could be the case. The former World TV champion, Alex Wright, gets another shot at the Disco Inferno. Big difference here, though. The Disco has that title belt, reigning champion. And you're right, that confirms what we said earlier. The Nevada State Athletic Commission and the head of that commission, Mark Ratner, they will allow a man versus woman matchup at Halloween Havoc between the Disco Inferno and Jacqueline. However, it must be a non-title bout.
So here we go, and the title is on the line here. The bell is sounded, but you see the jackets on both men. And Alex Wright trying to end this thing in a hurry here.
A real quick hurry. He don't want to waste any time with Disco Inferno.
And he caught him good that time in the jaw with his ankle, his foot, flesh in the face, and now held him up for a drop kick to knock him back down. The Disco Inferno is reeling here. And Alex Wright is Mr. Aggressive here tonight.
I've never seen him this aggressive.
He's a man who wants that belt back. And Disco trying to get his jacket off, and Alex Wright. Oh boy, Alex Wright very fortunate that time that the referee did not throw the match out because of the use of the jacket.
He could have done it. The German people are very proud people, and he feels he should be champion. He feels he didn't get a fair shaker in the United States. He's going to take it out on Disco.
Very determined Alex Wright in the opening minutes of this matchup. And you see as he attacked Disco Inferno in the corner, he was screaming, "You've got my belt."
Good move by Disco Inferno, and Disco Inferno puts him down. We have seen the development over the past months of the Disco Inferno from a man who was beaten on a regular basis to a champion who is showing a lot of fire and vigor here. Look at this comeback he's mounting.
Disco Inferno at one time was beaten like a drum.
Yes, he was.
Because all he cared about was his hair. Now he looks like he's focused. Now he's ready to fight. He's had the taste of being a champion now. This is what he wants to do.
There's been no questioning his wrestling ability. The question has been about his concentration.
And he walks into a power slam by Alex Wright. But Alex Wright did not try a cover, and that was a good move to try a cover on. There's an elbow drop in the back, and again, the Disco Inferno looks like he may be able to be pinned here, but no, Alex Wright wants to continue the assault.
You know, sometimes, Tony, you said, well, he didn't go for the cover. Well, sometimes when you're in the ring wrestling a man, you know it's fruitful. It's not going to work. You know if you can beat the man or not. Sometimes there's no sense even going for the cover. You're better off putting the boots to him a couple times.
Alex Wright doing a little bit of dancing, as you can see, but in the interim, enabling Disco Inferno to get back, well, not at all. I think he can get back to his feet, but he goes down again. So Alex Wright's attention wanes that time, and he doesn't pay for it. And again, Alex Wright with those key lime green tights. Someone needs to dress him.
Or put a light in the closet. That won't happen.
Maybe so.
Maybe we should get him for animals.
And there you see what he's working on the back now, pounding the back. Of course, his primary move, his #1 weapon, is that German suplex, which is a waistlock, gut wrench over the top suplex.
And that explains why he's working on the back of the Disco Inferno, setting him up for that German suplex.
No question there, Mike, today. Well, a lot has happened here tonight. There's still a lot more to go. Well, and as you know, as we head on now, less than 2 weeks to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc, Piper still has the world title belt. The cage looms in the background. Larry Zbyszko has made a statement over and over again about where he stands and how he can change things around for WCW. The NWO has laid the table that there's going to be beatings between now and the big event in Las Vegas.
You know, people like Diamond Dallas, they got to watch their backs too, because they're out to get everybody.
And think about this. We know about the courage of DDP. He's going to step right into a match against Curt Hennig here tonight. 1, 2.
One other thing about Halloween Havoc. Deborah McMichael has a big surprise.
Yes, and you know, we also have been handed notes, and we've heard things that there's talk now to maybe adding some stipulations to the Cruiserweight title match with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio Jr. Remember, Rey lost a match tonight, was virtually unmasked by Eddie Guerrero moments ago, and then lost to Dean Malenko.
You get a good shot at his push.
Did not. Cover 1, 2. You know, I don't think that's the motive here. I don't think what he looks like, Rey Mysterio Jr., has anything to do with the taking of the mask.
No, Tony, he looks horrible. He looks horrible.
So what?
Ugly man.
The importance and the tradition of that mask. It's the man's entire career.
That's right. And he talked about that earlier in that special by Iron Mike today. Up top and down. Oh my,
there's a visitor.
There's trouble a brewing, and you know what her purpose is. Disco Inferno sends.
She's not coming down for an autograph.
1, 2, and he almost got a win, got a 2 count that time. Just about now, the lady has made her way to the ring. The lady being Jacqueline. I guess this is a little bit intimidation factor. There's a 1, 2, a bridge. Alex Wright almost got the win that time. As Jacqueline looks on. Disco slips behind to the gut. Swinging neck breaker. The lady now is now up on the apron. And all of a sudden, the Disco Inferno realizes she is there. He is trying to have a match and rolls him up. 1, no. Disco Inferno 1, got the tights 2, and the Disco Inferno holds on to the belt. So she did not disrupt his concentration. Although he falls in a heap to the floor here, he is still the champ.
And she's still out there. She may shake his booty whether he wants her to or not.
As he'll walk back with the title, he's got to confront this lady before this night is over. I think the best thing to do is to
run,
enjoy your win, and leave well enough alone. Run. Back. U.S. title bout still to come on Nitro.
Run.
Well, as you can see, we are well past the 10 o'clock Eastern time hour, and we still have a U.S. title bout to come. And in this raging war between the factions, WCW and the NWO, never more brutal than what we have seen here tonight. And still to come, not only WCW against the NWO, but major title on the line. It's amazing what I can say when my focus is not on what I'm saying. Also, as you see the Nitro girls.
Oh, shut up.
Gladly.
Now, go ahead.
All right. Well.
It's hard to watch and listen to you here at the same time.
That music will get us back in the proper mind frame.
You're exactly right there, Iron Mike today.
I like the other mind frame we had.
Well, I'm ready to go with this next matchup, and here he comes. The last time we saw this guy, he was hightailing it out of the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, and Ric Flair was in tow. And now Curt Hennig, Ric Flair to collide for the U.S. title. Let me say this. This match is for the U.S. title, and Diamond Dallas Page could win it. But I can let you fans know that win or lose the title, it will be Hennig and Flair at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. You know how we say, well, if this guy wins the title, he'll go to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc as the champ? Well, DDP could go to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc as the champ, but he still will have to face the Macho Man in an anything goes match, and Flair is not worried about the title. He will have Curt Hennig in 13 days.
But think of the front, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, I just think that matchup between Flair and Hennig and Halloween Havoc is more than a title match. Flair has so much on his mind.
Uh-oh. Kimberly. And the sign of the Diamond Cutter. And here he is. Here comes. That will wake you up if you're on the East Coast ready to retire as soon as Nitro's over, because it'll wake up the NWO.
50 ducks just dropped.
I guess they did. Oh boy. What a remarkable story. And you know, we saw his up-close one-on-one interview moments ago, how he is trying to get his focus back. Went back to the power plant where Diamond Dallas Page, anyone will tell you that Diamond Dallas Page goes to the power plant and works on his wrestling skills, develops his wrestling skill, and you are seeing the result of a man who has worked so hard to obtain the status he has in this sport. It's really quite a story. In life, you get ahead because of your determination, your hard work, and your perseverance. And Diamond Dallas Page has exemplified that over the past year at this sport.
And it doesn't hurt if you got a guy in your pocket.
Well, I've labeled Diamond Dallas Page as the hardest working man in professional wrestling. Who else spends hours and hours of videotape study as well as work out at the power plant? He claimed that he hasn't yet reached all of his goals, had to go back to his roots at the power plant, and now a more determined and more focused DDP.
And you know something else about the guy? He's never asked for help from anybody.
That's right.
He's always wanted to do it on his own. Everybody knocked the guy, everybody talked bad about the guy. He's just a different kind of a guy.
Certainly it's a remarkable story, and now putting all that aside, Diamond Dallas Page must even block out the Macho Man Randy Savage and the upcoming titanic struggle at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc in 13 days, and think about Curt Hennig. Also, he must be concerned about the fact that the NWO has come out as a group in mass, as a force, and they've put down Commissioner Roddy Piper, which means that they probably are not finished. So we just have to grit, dig in, and wait it out, as Diamond Dallas Page does.
And love or hate the NWO, you certainly cannot deny that Curt Hennig has been an active champion. Since winning that United States title on Nitro against Steve Mongo McMichael just about a month ago, every week he has successfully defended the United States Heavyweight Championship belt.
The guy's not a slouch. No way. He's a gifted athlete. He's been there. He's been around the block.
Whoa.
He got out of the way of that diamond cutter.
We talked about the hours of videotape study that DDP puts in. Obviously, Curt Hennig has scouted Diamond Dallas Page in the Diamond Cutter.
Well, think about this. Maybe Page knew something we didn't. He selected Curt Hennig as his Remember, surprise partner back at Bash of the Beach in the month of July, and Hennig turned on him. And we still trusted Hennig up until Fall Brawl. So there is a definite hate relationship here.
Well, double your pleasure, double your fun.
I think they exchanged gums there. The first.
Also remember that Page has a little payback for Curt Hennig walking out on him at Road Wild.
Now, side headlock, back to the corner, knee to the midsection, and a backhand chop. Hennig, no, it's Page, into the corner. Look at that. Sharp look that time as he snapped him over with a side headlock. He's gonna do it again and take him down. Good maneuvers.
Always amazed me how fast Curt Hennig is, but Diamond Dallas seems to have a half an edge step on him.
Using the hair to get back up to the vertical base, and now, oh, speaking of using the hair, DDP held on that time. He broke the hold there, Randy Anderson. And comes right back with the side headlock, make it like a rear chin lock that time, to a hammer lock, back elbow, the staggered Hennig. Running shoulder block, took him down, here he goes again. Tried to beal him that time, but done. Russian leg sweep and a 1-2, and he almost won the U.S. belt right there.
Almost. He floated over, went for the pin, almost had him.
It's the first time maybe the Russian leg sweep that time from DDP, I don't know. Foot to the face, staggered him. Oh boy, back of the head. He goes tumbling down on that one, guys.
Face first.
Well, that would be the key to vary your offense on the part of Diamond Dallas Page, like throwing in that Russian leg sweep. But it's tough to defense that lariat to the back of the head.
See how smart Hennig is here right now. He don't have to beat Page. He's just clearing the cobwebs. He's getting his wind back. This is an athlete here at work. He knows what to do. He doesn't care to beat this guy.
One of the finest athletes, and I saw Curt Hennig earlier tonight talking to Yankee third baseman Wade Boggs, who was here and is here in attendance with his son and friends.
Hey, if you can't go to the playoffs in the World Series, what else do you want to do?
Go to Monday Nitro.
How's his ticket going?
A knee lift. Of course, Wade lives here in Tampa and out to the matches here tonight. And now he is watching, as all of us are, Curt Hennig, the U.S. champ, start to dismantle Diamond Dallas Page. Down they go and a cover. Got a 1 count that time only, and Page kicks away. Page, though, is wobbly. He's reeling. He cannot really stand, and down he goes again. Hennig will cover here. Got a 2 count only.
Well, great athletic ability by Hennig with that standing drop kick.
And a rear chin lock once again by Curt Hennig, driving DDP down. You know, 2 hours, and as you know, as you see by looking at your watch, 2 hours plus of WCW Monday Nitro is a draining experience, not only for announcers, but for the production crew, for WCW athletes, as you know, especially after you know the NWO's here. They may attack anyone, us, wrestlers, production personnel. It's just really, it's really frightening. Hopefully that in 13 days, when Page steps in the ring, when Flair steps in the ring for revenge, when Piper steps in the cage, that it will be the time for WCW to get revenge for all that goes on here in Nitro.
What an event Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc is going to be.
Page trying to rebound here. Randy Anderson checking to see if that was a chokehold, but you see Page starting to mount a comeback. Second win, he's up to his 1 knee now. He's standing, an elbow. That broke it loose. Here he goes, and back now, a sleeper hold by Curt Hennig. The U.S. champ has it on, Mike.
Well, he walked right into that sleeper. Oh! Jawbreaker.
Great counter by Page. Jawbreaker.
Well, I thought he could have almost gone for the diamond cutter there.
I'm not so sure how much he has left for a diamond cutter.
It's like the Tampa Bay's kicker.
He still cannot stand. He's firing back, though, as Page. This is the work ethic. This is the drive, the determination that has made him not only a star, but a superstar in our sport as DDP mounts a serious comeback here to the midsection. Diamond Dallas has him. Up. knocked him down.
He could become the United States champion right here. I think he's signaling he's going to put the diamond cutter on him.
Yeah.
We could have 2 title changes right here tonight.
He better put it on quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, you're not kidding. He better, he's trying, jawbreaker into that, and down goes Page. There's company, no, there's Ric Flair. Ric Flair, do not hold him back. What are you doing?
Let him go.
Let him go.
Come on, let him go.
Hit him, Rick. Flair wants it. I didn't know Flair was here. 1, 2.
Got him.
3. He beat him, didn't he beat him?
Do we have a new champion?
Yeah, we got a new champion. And Flair broke loose and chasing Hennig all the way back.
Don't go away, don't go away.
We
Don't
got a
leave
new
your set.
champ.
Let's see what's happening here. Let's see the verdict
He
here.
counted 3.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Where's the bell?
Give me the bell.
Bell.
Yeah, take it. David Dallas Page.
Wait a minute.
Well, Randy Anderson shaking his head no. Wow. Randy Anderson is shaking his head. I'm not so sure if this is going to stand or not, but it should. 2, 3, He counted 3. I don't need to argue with the referee. He counted 3.
Is he going to claim there's a disqualification because of the Flair interference?
Come on, Randy. Give it to him.
Zbyszko would.
You're not kidding. Fans, stay with us. Don't you dare go away. We're going to have more Nitro. We're going to try to sort this out when we come back. Do we have a new champ or not? Stay with us.
We need Zbyszko out.
Well, as promised, we are back, and we're so glad you stayed with us because we're going to have to sort this out. Randy Anderson, I know he is a top-notch official and a referee, and he wants to play it fair. But we've gone beyond that. I mean, he counted 1, 2, 3. And I think what's fair is to give the belt to Diamond Dallas, who is still in the ring.
He's not going anyplace.
Yes, thank you. Take it away from him. Give it to Page. End of story. We've got a new U.S. champ. Oh, that's not all we got. That's not all we got. Here comes Hogan. 6 is in. Here comes the NWO. The ring is filling up. And once again, we saw 7 on 1. It's now 7 on 2.
Never turn your back on the New World Order.
Here comes the Macho Man. And this is horrible. Now, I said it earlier. I'm going to say it again. We need help.
And don't forget, Piper's taking a pretty good beating earlier.
We don't need it after they leave either. We need help right now. Oh. Being strapped with a belt.
And it's not getting any better.
This is, I don't know. Fans, I appreciate you coming back. And it appears as if DDP, hand raise, is the U.S. heavyweight champion. But now wait now hold on here. Whoa. If his neck is hurt, can he do this? I think not. Stretch out here.
Now there's 8 against 1.
They are going to try to drive him down many notches prior to Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
Where is World Championship Wrestling?
I don't know. But each and every athlete should be ashamed of what's going on. The NWO completely.
Look at Hogan over there in the right hand,
here.
lower right hand there. He's whipping Piper with that belt standing on his head.
Another NWO celebration.
Savage back up to the top again to drop the elbow on Page.
I love these guys. Yeah, you do, but you're 3 belts short here.
Look at the ring. Looks like a car crash.
This one's for me.
I guess we're going to just hang with this until I don't know if it needs to be security, Tampa police, or it needs to be somebody has to do something, or I can tell you right now, you're not going to have a Piper, you're not going to have a Page at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
And they're not going to stop right now either, Schiavone.
Don't you get it?
That's the plan of the NWO, to take them out for Halloween Havoc.
I mean, you have two men right now who are virtually unconscious in the ring, and nothing, I repeat, nothing is being done. Nothing. Hold on. Sting.
Could it be?
Well, we know where Hogan is.
You're a mess.
Hogan had a
With
Sting
Scott
mask on.
Norton,
And
my one in the Hall
that's
of
gotta
NWO.
be Sting.
The NWO comes to get
And
him.
they just
We
spotted
take
him.
him and we beat him down.
Turn around, Big Mouth, and look.
Look at the look on Hogan's face. Not so
Sting
confident now.
has made an appearance standing in the portal about halfway up here at the Ice Palace.
And over 20,000 people are telling him, come on down.
Yeah, and I'm saying the same thing. It's easy to stand there and look, but get down there. What is going on?
I don't know.
And here he comes. Sting
fighting through the crowd to try and get to the ring.
Truly got to fight through the crowd to get to the ring. Yeah, hold on here.
Wait a minute. If that's Sting, who's that?
Whoever that was not Sting, because it's another Sting. Then this has got to be Sting. Then
there's Sting.
There's another Sting coming from the entranceway.
Wasn't that the Sting that was coming down? No, there's
the...
Well, who's in the ring?
I don't know who this man was, and there goes another one, and he goes down. Stings are coming from everywhere.
Will the real Sting please stand up?
Please come out.
Sign in, please.
Literally. Here's another one. It's a Sting fest. I mean, they're everywhere.
Stings are us.
It's a Sting army.
But it's an army being held off. And there's, from another side, another Sting.
Doesn't make sense.
We've lost count.
I got 4.
I don't know.
How many you got today?
A half a dozen, and the NWO still in control.
Yeah, that's another guy with a Sting mask on, too. Here comes someone else through the entranceway, and he is leveled by the NWO. Whatever. And here comes another one. And here comes 3 more.
Sting clones.
All the way to the ring. Now we're starting to get a little bit even here. Oh! I believe we have found the real Sting! There he is!
There's Sting! There's Stinger! And there's Hogan! There's Hogan! Mouth open, big eyes, and backpedaling.
Piper back up! Staggering back, and there they go! I don't care what you say, they are cowards!
They're retreating!
They're chickens! And WCW has not only a new champion, but new champions! Fans, we are out of time on a wild Nitro! Good night, everybody!